Gentlemen, welcome back to Hood Philosophy 101. It is yours truly, the Hood Philosopher. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. In this video, in this community, we talk about how we debunk life from our perspective. Because our perspective is the only one that matters. The keys to your life is bestowed upon you. So why don't you use that key to open doors of opportunities for yourself? I might be looking to the left. I have some notes that I already took down. This is not a script, I speak as the ideas come to me, but these notes are just to help me not lose sight of the ideas that are in my head. And I also have this book, which is going to also help me along the way throughout the video. So what I want to talk about is you have to be prepared in every situation. You have to have solutions for every problem that you have. And being prepared means you stop reacting and start acting. Every situation that you are in, you have to treat that situation like you've already been in that situation. So you have to be calm, composed, collected, and not react, because most situations are seeking to bring a reaction out of you. Most people might know that they can manipulate you. They know that they can create an instance for you to feel a certain way, so they know how to push your buttons. So you have to be calm, collected, composed. You have to be poised whenever you enter a room. You have to be this person who's always calm with whatever situation it presents, because when you're calm, you're able to read the environment, you're able to read the room, you're able to think logically, not with your emotions. Because once you think logically, you're able to see ideas, you're able to see solutions, you're able to look at the problems, diagnose it for what it is, and think about the solutions that you can use to remedy the situation. When your emotions take over your logic, 1 plus 1 is not equal to 2, it's equal to 23, it's equal to 11, it's equal to 45. And when that happens, you become blindsided. Forgive me for the chickens in the back making noise. I'm in the hood, so this comes with the hood. You just have to bear with me. I cannot control my environment, I can only control me, and this is what I'm controlling right now. So before we get into it, the only thing I ask is please watch the full video, and at the end, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, only if you found value in the video. The overall concept here is staying prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And staying prepared means that you should already have solutions to every single problem. For instance, before, I used to complain about life. I used to complain about the opportunities that I did not have, and that complaint made me compare myself with other people. And I heard something that if someone eats doesn't make me shit, if someone has sex doesn't make me ejaculate. Getting a little bit graphic here, but just to make a point. And this complaints, brought about me thinking about my past, thinking about the solution, the steps that I did not take, or regretting the movements that I made in the past, or the actions that I took, which led to me, being a person who's always looked at life as not great or not sweet, or life as something that was not, full of joy, or full of possibilities, or full of great things. But I soon realized that you have to create the life that you want to live in. And creating a life that you want to live in means that you don't have to see a life of problems, you have to see a life of solutions. I once heard an entrepreneur say that with every problem comes an opportunity. So once I shifted my mindset from problem oriented to solution oriented, I began looking at problems as ways of creating opportunity within those problems. So when I have a single problem, I make sure I have about 5 solutions for that one problem. So I spend less time thinking about a problem, but more time thinking about how I'm going to solve that particular problem. So for one problem, I have 5 solutions, which is how I live my life, which is how I find life to be great, and how other people may complain about life, but I no longer complain about life because there's always a solution. Even the fowls agree, as you can hear them saying in the background. So, like I said, you have to treat every single situation or problem like you anticipated that it was going to come. You have to do so, and the only way you can do so is if you're not being led by your emotions, because your emotions are going to distract you from what is really happening. If you enter a room with poise, the manner in which you walk, your cadence in which the way you speak, the way you control your voice, the way you control your body language, if you think about the way you think, the way you do things, the way your movement, you're intentional with your words, you're intentional with your movements in every single situation that you present yourself in, then you're able to now see the solution clearly. Because if you're not this type of person, you will never see the solution, and the solution is always right there. But the emotions that is within you, which causes you to react to the problem, makes that solution blind. It's like you're blind to everything that's happening around you, and the solution is always very simple. You just have to open your eyes, which is your third eye, to see. And you cannot only open your third eye is and you can only open your third eye when your emotions are not the one leading you, but you are in total control of those emotions. Now, let's take an instance. Let's say you put women on a pedestal. Let's use industry terms. Like, let's say you see a girl and she's a 10 on your scale, and you have no experience talking to girls of such caliber. And I say caliber because you've categorized that girl in that particular bucket. And the moment you're talking to her, you cannot maintain eye contact. Your voice starts mumbling because you have never talked to girls of that nature. You don't have experience talking to girls like that before. Your voice starts mumbling, your body language is all over the place. You are looking left to right, fidgeting, your palms are sweating, you feel agitated, nothing seems to work. You keep saying the wrong thing, and at the back of your mind, you're thinking that, oh, she's not going to like this person that I am, because you want to create a false image for her to like. You're thinking that the person that you are is not enough, so you try to create this image which you have never seen before, because you want to impress her, instead of thinking to yourself that you are already impressive enough for her and seeing that you can give her an opportunity. But no, you are seeing yourself as not impressive, so you're creating this false image that you don't know, that you have to keep building on. It's like you are improvising about a character that you've never met before. And the more you do so, the more you talk about an unfamiliar character, and that shows your insecurity because you have no confidence in that character. You're creating the person as you go. So these are all the effects of you not being prepared, because being prepared would have been that you've already experienced that situation, because you've talked to many girls of that caliber. You know how to talk to girls of that caliber, so you have the experience of talking to girls in that caliber, and practice helps you become prepared every single time. So when a different situation presents itself, it may not always be that different compared to the ones you've already been in. So that's why most people succeed, because they've all had some sort of experience with a certain type of situation, so they're able to get away with it. The overall thing here is you have to be prepared with every situation, and the only way you can be prepared is you have to have experience, and the only way you can get experience is you have to take action. And taking action means that you have to fail, and failing means that you have to learn from them, as you have to use them as a learning curve. Don't react to situations. Treat every situation like you've already been in that situation, and that only comes with you taking charge of your emotions and using logic to think through the situation. And that is shown through your body language, which is being calm, collected, and seeing the situation for what it is, and developing multiple solutions for one problem. This is it. This is the video. If you found value in the video, make sure to click that like button down there, and also hit the subscribe button, so we can grow the channel together, and we can learn from each other. Tell me what you learned from this video, or just give me your perspective about what you think about this video.